Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadada Trivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So this Vatsalya Bhava, when they really have the Sthai Bhava as Vatsalya Rati, that's a primary Rati. So typically what they really have there, their Sthai Bhava will be look like. It's called Anukamba. Anukamba means desire to favor and support the object. The object here is Krishna. And they are devoid of opulence. Okay, so this is very, very important. Devoid of opulence. So devoid of opulence means they are not going to have any, like kind of, giving respect or something. See, when you go to Balaji temple or Vishnu temple or any, those Lord Narayana temple, what? We will be having a fear inside. So because Lord Narayana is majestic, so we are low. So with that, we really have these kind of, because of the opulence, we really have the reverence. Reverence will come. Because the reverence, if it is there, then you are not going to have close relationship. So that is the difference. So these Anukamba and also the divide of reverence, opulence, that is what is really going to really make them very special. So in terms of Sai Baba, also, in addition to that, they have developed high in raga. Prema and Snega and raga will be very high. Now looking at the Vibhava is the one which is really describing more characteristics of these Rati. So now talking about two things, right? Vishaya Alambana, that means with respect to about Krishna, how they perceive. Ashraya Alambana, how they behave. Okay, these are two things, right? So in the Vishaya Alambana, from the point of view of those devotees who have the Vatsalya Bhava, they have certain, unique characteristics. One is called Komalanga. Komalanga means when they look Krishna, Krishna is very, very, his limbs are very, very soft. So this is Komalanga. And then the second one is Shyamanga. Shyamanga means Shyama color. His dark is complexion. It is so unique and the beauty is really excelling. Because see, people think that white is beauty. No, actually black is the beauty. So Krishna is black. Okay, so dark is complexion. And then third is Ruchira. Ruchira means his beauty gives immense happiness. That is why in the eternal Loka, Golaka Vrindavan, whenever they really see, right, they see and then, because there is a mixture of Vipralamba and Sambhoga will be there. So whenever there is a Sambhoga, they really see Krishna, they see that, I haven't seen him before. Oh, how beautiful he is, how beautiful. Every time he is new. So that makes them to really enjoy the Ruchi. That is why it has, this Vishaya Alambana has Ruchira. His beauty gives immense happiness. Then the next one is Sarva Sal Lakshananita, means he has all the divine characteristics, everything about him is all divine and so beautiful. And he has wonderful markings, including tilaks and all those things, and he's also wearing ornaments and everything. It's so beautiful. Actually, we in this world, even sometimes here sannyasis are also wearing ornaments. They are calling them sannyasis, rings and chains, things like that. No. See, this is not the way. Only Krishna can wear all those. Because we have to see all those things on Krishna only. So here, the way that we really see him, all the ornaments, everything, actually what the scriptures are saying, because Krishna is wearing the ornaments gets beauty. And Krishna's beauty is always high. So we cannot see anything adding or something. The ornaments getting beauty. This is how Shastra is actually talking about these lakshanas of Krishna. Then the next one is Mridu. Mridu means he is so mild. Mild in everything. So mild. But at the same time, of course, he is very powerful. But he looks very, very mild and pleasing. The next one is called Priyavak. Priyavak is very special because usually in this world, when someone actually, is talking to an enemy, usually he will talk with harsh words, little bit here or there, something. But here Krishna is totally different. He always has a Priyavak, pleasing talk, even to his enemies. Then Sharala. Sharala is very important in the sense, actually, Sharala means very simple. Very simple. Have only what is necessary. Nothing more than that. What is necessary? That's it. Very, very simple. And whatever the minimum thing that using which one can actually live, that is Sharala. So, one of the Lakshana of Vaishnavas is also Sharala. Very simple. They won't really, make things complicated. They do not really want to use all kinds of bells and whistles, and they try to possess so many things, unwanted things, and then completely fill the bureaus with so many things for decorations and this and that. Even though they use it or not, they just keep on accumulating junk. That is not Sarala. So Sarala is a Vaishnava quality. Then the next one is called Hriman. Hriman means shyness. Suppose when somebody is actually telling Krishna, oh Krishna, you are so beautiful, you are so good, this one. And when Krishna lifted Giri Govardhan and he was really coming out, everybody was praising. Oh, you are wonderful. Oh, he really protected us. You are so powerful, so are this and that. They were praising him, everything, and Krishna became shy. He has become very shy. So that is Hriman. Then Vinay. Vinay means devoid of pride. He will never, look at here, he is Lord. He is Supreme Lord. He is the source of even Srimad Narayan, Vayundapati. But he is not having any pride at all. Absolutely, not even an inch of it. And even though if there is some pride coming, it will be part of some Leela, he really makes it. Remember when he really killed Aristasura, he really showed little pride to the gopis, but that is part of the Leela. But no, inherently his quality is nothing. Vinay, no, devoid of pride. Then the next one is Manya Manakrit. That means he respects his teachers, his elders, and all the Brahmins. Remember when Sudama came to see him, because he was a Brahmin, not only his Saka, his close friend, but because he's a Brahmin, what did he do? He washed his legs and he really, sprayed all those, water then on his head. And every the queen's head, everywhere, they all took. So, Manya Manakrit. Then the last one in the list which is mentioned in this book is Data. Data means charitable. He always gives whatever the maximum he can give, he will give. Remember the story? Remember the story that Deha Kunda? I think we covered or not. Anyway, those who really came to Vrindavan Parikrama, they know the story when the Brahmana asked for money, because he did not have anything. He said, I don't own anything at all. So, yes, for your money, only thing I own is, 100% I own is only one thing, Radharani. I will give Radharani to you. Okay, you know the story, Leela. So, he is very charitable. So, that means charitable is something, these Krishna's, not only Krishna's quality, a devotee should always there. Charity should be something that should really come from within their heart. Always charitable. Always take care of others who really need help, especially devotees. Otherwise, how will you get the Sukriti? Only by the power of Sukriti, we are able to get gurus. Because without Sukriti, we are no way. And if we do not really, continue in the same way, then we cannot really progress also. So this is very important. We should always give more than what we really keep for ourselves. This is the way Vaishnavas live. Remember, I was telling about maybe I used to tell about one devotee who really came here and then stayed with us. So he said, "Oh yeah, where are you staying?" And I said, "I'm staying in the rental place with my friend." But what are you doing? I'm working in some store or something, just for pay the rent. Oh, you are very. Then he said something after asking. Then he said, his father, of course, before he left, he gave so much of money. So much of money he gave. And what he did, immediately he thought, oh, what I'm going to do with money? I don't need all these kind of things. What I need is just, little thing for my soul to be really, in this body. So he gave all the money to Gurudev. Gurudev said no, but the thing is, he was forcibly some or other make that to happen and give everything. You look at here, he did not keep anything for him. Absolutely nothing, not even a paisa. Then he was working outside and then paying the rent. And also he could not really pay the whole rent. So he had to stay with some other devotees and look at this. Who will get bhakti? We are thinking that we know Shastra, we know this one, we know this thing, I am rich, I am so, and then so much of this thing only having. But if the charitability is not there, then it's not good. We try to help everybody. Okay, now we saw the Vishaya Alambana. What is the Ashraya Alambana? Meaning what kind of characteristics that the devotee will possess when they really have this Vatsalya Bhava. Number one is Mamata. This Mamata means very strong sense of possessiveness. Mamata means possessiveness, but Vatsalya Rati Bhaktas will have very strong sense of possessiveness. Without Krishna, without me, Krishna cannot do anything. He cannot even get up from the bed. He cannot get down from the bed. And without me really helping in feeding, he will starve. So he needs all my help. He needs possessiveness. This is why those who are high in Vatsalya Bhava like Yashoda, no way. He will have no way you can really tell her that Krishna is God. No way. She will laugh at. Yes. Why? Look at that Dasya Bhava that we just talked about that. It is that opulence which will keep you away. This is why a Krishna devotee will never visit a Narayana temple or Vishnu temple or Balaji temple. No, they won't go. Because what is there? What is this kind of bhakti? Because they are going just for getting something. I want BMW, I want a big house, I want a big family, I want this, I want that. That's where they are going. Business. No, Krishna Bhakta has nothing to do with there. Because they have mamata. Krishna, I got Krishna, and my only thing is now I have to give my entire life to make my child happy. But how? They think the child does not know anything. The child should not be really developing bad characters, this, everything. And Krishna already, because of his character, he used to steal and he used to all kinds of things that he used to do, lie and everything. Right? So, they really take the charge of saying, giving proper instructions and orders. You should not do this, you should not do this. And his birthday comes and Mother Yashoda says, Krishna, go there. Okay, do this thing. Go there and then, bring a calf. And then you really start worshipping. You worship, bring it. So he just runs. He takes the command. It's the command to his head. This is the power of Vatsalya Bhava. This is the power of Vatsalya Bhava. Nanda Baba, and ask Krishna, Krishna, bring my shoes. What does he do? Nowadays, if you really ask your children to, can you bring this thing, my shoe? He said, no, why don't you yourself get it? Why should I get it? You're dirty. Or even if they really try to help, what they do? They use the leg to really just, okay, all right, here you go. You take it. This is how the Kali Yuga children are. But Krishna, what he used to do? He used to take the shoe of Nanda Baba and put on his head, and then he used to carry. Are, is Supreme Lord. And now in Braj, not only Nanda Baba, not only Yashoda, also you have Rohini, Upananda, and also his wife called Tungi. They are also having wonderful Vatsalya Baba. But Madhura and Dwaraka, even though we may see that there is a little bit of Vatsalya Baba, it is mixed. It's mixed with opulence. Because in Madhura, when Krishna is so-called Krishna, right? Because he's called Vasudeva Krishna. When Sriman Narayana appeared, how did he appear? Was he really born like a child in Gokul? No. He appeared with Changu Chakra Pada Gada Patma. Oh, he's coming with full opulent. He just come. It was not that first child was born and then became Narayana. No. You see the Bhagavatam. Unfortunately, Bhagavatam is not able to give so much details about of the birth. Because Parikshit Maharaj did not have that much time. So he had to cut everything so short. That is why our acharyas have really detailed all the things in detail. Actually, tomorrow I think we will be probably covering Gokul. So I will be probably, telling about what these acharyas have already found out. Anyway, so Madhura Dwaraka, their Vatsalya Bhava is very, very small. So Mother Yashoda is the best. Okay. So that is about the Ashraya Alambana. Now Udipana. So Udipana means those things that really stimulates or brings up the ecstasy of these Vatsalya Bhava symptoms. Symptoms. Now what are those? Krishna's age itself. Because Krishna has Kaumara, Pauganda, Kishora, like that, right? 1 to 5, then 6 to 10, and then, 11 to 15 or something. So the ages. And the dress. And again I say this because Krishna is so beautiful. Because when you really make a dress, so the dress becomes beautiful. Shows beautiful. This is how it is. So then naturally the beauty of Krishna. The beauty of Krishna is so much. Which especially this sweetness is, as a child. But the beauty, when gopis see Krishna, they are looking in Rupa Madhuri. We are not talking about the Rupa Madhuri here yet. This is only the symptom about the Kaumara, Pauganda and Kishora as the Vatsalya Rati Bhaktas are seen. And also Krishna, as usual, just now we saw that he has wonderful sweet voice, sweet words. By hearing Krishna's voice, you will be mesmerized. So, the Udipana of these devotees is what? The sweet words of Krishna. And Krishna is also the mild smiling. Mandahasa. This Mandahasa, there are two ways he does. For the Vatsalya Ratis, Bhaktas, this Mandahasa is actually smiling. Mandahasa actually means something else for the gopis. So when we come to the next one, which is actually a Madhurya Bhava, there this Mandahasa is really playing a big role there. Of course, gopis also smile at him, but he also strives with Mandahasa. That is real. Anyway, so mild smiling. And of course the Leelas in the Kaumara, Pauganda, all these stages, and especially when children, as a child, he is doing so much of childhood pastimes. We don't have time to really go through all those, so many. So all those activities, they become Udipana for the devotees. And another one, if we see that, Krishna is never lazy, right? He always active, running here and doing all kinds of things. Chetai. So many chetais he will be doing. These are all Udipanas. Then they will come to a point where without Krishna, they don't have any meaning of living. They have given up this whole soul to him. This is Vatsalya. Now the Anubhava. What are the Anubhavas? What do they do? Anubhava means what? Those are the activities. Anubhava means activity. That's why remember last class also we are actually revising this. Because if you don't know what is Anubhava, what is Vibhava, what is Udipana, and what is Satvika Bhava, what is Anjali Bhava, and all those things, then it's not really, you cannot understand. So Anubhava are activities. What do they do? They smell the head of Krishna. Like every parents do with their children. And they really give wonderful bath, clean the bodies, and dress them, bless him, dress him and bless him. And in fact, they used to really put the, when they dress, and then also the hair, they really tie there, and then Mother Yashoda, after tying that, she used to tell mantra, blessing mantra for Krishna. Hare, look at all the gods are actually looking for the blessing from the same Krishna. But in the Vatsalya Bhava, it became so interesting that Krishna is now getting blessed by a Jiva. Jiva are associated. In this case also, they are all there in the Visuddha Sattva. Blessing him, praying for him. You remember whenever the Yashoda, Nanda Baba, they really used to take Krishna out or anywhere there will be Narashima temples. There will be all kinds of temples, Shiva temples, everything will be. What do? They really ask for blessing. What is the blessing? Oh Lord Shiva, oh Narashima Dev, please make sure that my child is protected. So praying for him. And also they order. You do this, you do that, these kind of activities are also the Anubhavas. Protecting, looking after constantly. These are all the activities which are the Anubhavas. Now, Sattvika Bhava. Remember 2 weeks back, when I was explaining Sattvika Bhava, I had to take an example from a Visuddha Sattva or associate. Yashoda. Because why? These Sattvika Bhava, there are 8 of them. Stamba, Sweda, Romancha, Swaraveda, Vepatu, Vaivarniya, Ashru, Pralaya. All these things will manifest in the heart of the Vatsalya Bhava devotees, but plus one more. Flowing of milk from their breast. Yes, automatically as soon as you receive, then milk will start. Then the last one is Vyabhichari Bhava, that is Sanjari Bhava. So we discuss about 33 these Vyabhichari Bhavas. Out of the 24 of them are listed for, that whatever that also, those are also there for Dasi Rasa. They are all applicable for Vatsalya Rati Bhaktas. Plus Apasmriti. What is Apasmriti means? They used to get historic conversion sometime. When something happens, suppose some demon comes and then, he's really, like Tirnavrta, he really grabs Krishna and then goes, no, they really get into so much of shock. So this kind of Apasmriti can really happen. So this is extra. All right. And now if you see the Madhurya Bhava, which is the very, very special one, which we will be discussing because our Gurudev came to give these, related to this. It's not that he really came to give this Gopi Bhava. No, we should not be thinking about that. But this Madhurya Rasa is about Gopi Bhava. But no one can actually become like this. Only the Krishna Radharani and the expansions of Radharani can become Gopi. Everybody else is servant and servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. But that is attaching to these, serving to those divine, wonderfully divine. These are the Gopis indirectly. The Manjaris who will be serving as a Manjari. That's why our Gurudev came to give. Of course, all the other Acharyas also in the Gaudiya line also came to give. But how much they could give is up to them. So this is the Madhurya Rasa. So Madhurya Rasa, it is really written there in the Bhakti Rasamrta Sindhu with this particular sloka. Vibhavatyayistu Vatsal. Okay, this is a Vatsalya Bhava. Vatsalya Bhava is also there is a sloka which I didn't read that. So this is the one for the Madhurya. Madhurya Bhava, this sloka says, okay. Atmo chitair vibhavadyaihi pushtim nita satam hrudi madhura kyo bhaved bhakti raso asau madhura ratihi. Why? What it is saying is, this Madhurya Bhava or Madhura Rati. Madhurya Bhava, but the Rati is called Madhura Rati. Madhura means sweet. Sweet. Adaram Madhuram. Yeah, actually today we thought of singing that one, but today it's not possible. But that's what everything is sweet. Madhuram. So this Madhurya Bhakti Rasa is full of Madhura Rati. And with the elements of these Vibhavas and Anubhavas that we are going to talk about now, these Madhurya Rasa is the one which is standing as the pinnacle, as the highest. Above that there is nothing. So Madhura Rati is the Sai Bhava of Madhurya Rasa. Prema, Sneha, Mana, Pranaya, Raga, Anuraga, Bhava, Mahabhava, Modana and Madana, all found in this rasa. Okay, so all the details of those things are there in the Madhurya Kadambini class. We covered a long time back because everyone is so intense. Now what are the Vibhavas? Vibhavas again there are two, right? Vishaya Alambana, that means that Madhurya rasa devotee or the associate or gopis in this case, how they really see Krishna. This is the most unique thing that we have not seen so far. What are those? See, this is Madhura Rati. Rupa Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, Leela Madhuri and Prema Madhuri. Rupa Madhuri, sweetest form. Sweetest form. So now sweetest form is basic. This Rupa Madhuri is very difficult to really explain. Because his expansion also having wonderful Rupa. Lord Narayana also has good Rupa. Vishnu and Mahavishnu, they all, or expansion also have Rupa. But they have Rupa. They don't have the Madhuri there. The Madhuri is sweet. So Rupa Madhuri is, he has the sweetest form. Venu Madhuri, the sweet in this coming from his flute. When he sings from his flute, he really so emanates everywhere and he makes everyone's heart thrill. Of course, not touching everybody's heart. Because his flute is not for everybody. It's not to be heard by everybody. And then Leela Madhuri, unique topmost Leelas. Prema Madhuri, reciprocation of the sweetest love with his devotees. So, here, very important thing in the Madhurya Rasa we have to understand is, the Vishaya Alambana is, these are the main thing. Rupa Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, Leela Madhuri and Prema Madhuri. Not others. That is why this is standing alone as a separate top jewel. How about Ashraya Alambana? Ashraya Alambana, who can actually, what kind of mood will be having this Madhurya Rasa. That is Asraya Alambana. Only Braja Gopis. Of all those, Radharani is the best. Now let us talk about the Udipana. Udipana means, what are those things that make the stimulants? Murali. Is Murali. The flute, his sound of his flute makes immediately, that's it, all the gopis will run. Look at the picture. Somewhere there, he's actually, so flute song is coming. They completely, heart is lost, finished. Heart is stolen. That's why gopis used to say, these few inches, stick, the bamboo stick, is killing our life. Killing our life. Look at here. So that is why they really wanted to do something about it. They even went to the, as part of their Leela, they really planned to really steal this bamboo stick and break it. So Murali, one of the main Udipana. Because before Rasa dance, it's Krishna makes, plays this flute. Everybody's coming like a crazy, like a mad persons. Vasanta, spring season. And autumn is also there, but spring is very special. Those are the times that a lot of Rasalila used to be there with all his wonderful associates and gopis, and they really, anyway. So there are three kinds of Rasa dance, as you all know. One, that happens in Vrindavan. Then higher than actually happens in the foothills of Govardhan, and even the highest happens in the bank of Radhakund. And what are the other Udipanas? There are so many Udipanas. Suppose cuckoo is singing. Cuckoo is singing, immediately they think about Krishna. Remember? Cuckoo, coo daddy. That bhajan, Gokul bhajan. This is all behind this. And also seeing a peacock. They see a peacock, immediately the thinking about Krishna will come. Especially its neck. That neck the neck of the peacock is so beautiful. You should really see. It really makes immediately that, mood for the gopis to really see, oh, Krishna, they will go mad. That's it. There could be others also, but these are the main things that I really just brought here. What are the anubhavas? Anubhava means activities that we can see. These activities are happening in the heart. Only the symptoms that we can see outside. What are the anubhavas? So many things. Sidelong glances at Krishna. Mild smiling at Krishna. Of course, here Krishna is also smiling. This is the mandahasa that I was talking about. So his smile is so attractive. And also the smile of gopi is also attractive for Krishna. And in fact, you must really see, seen so many leelas, and remember, like Krishna was just taking all these cows, and then he's really entering, going away from the palace of, Nanda Baba is really taking all the cows towards the Yamuna river into the forest. What happens there? Right there on the sides, on the trees, on the buildings, and also through the doors of the windows and, all the houses, all the gopis will be actually looking at. And this Krishna happened to, see the glimpse of Radharani also there. And what happens to him? He starts to faint. And his flute is really going away. He's falling down. And whatever the dress he was wearing, everything's trying to sleep, and then he's about to collapse, and Madhumangal just caught hold of him. Hey, what are you doing here? Your father, mother, everybody is here, and what are you doing here? Get up, go. So that's a side glance. So this is the high, because actually, Gurudev is actually explaining it so nicely. Without his mercy, we cannot even understand. Because these are not ordinary, these are all pure. We should never understand this from the point of view of this lousy material world with lust and all kinds of crazy things. We cannot understand. So that is why we are singing for the grace of our Gurudev, so that at least a touch of this rasa at least can enter into the heart. So this is very high. This does not really belong to this material world. And the affection between Krishna and the jivas, they are all like this. They are very intense. All the Bhavas, all the Ratis that we are talking about, they are all connected to Krishna only. Because we all belong to Krishna only. But to the extent of our Siddha Deha, we develop that kind of attachment, the raga. Now coming to the Satvika Bhava, there are 8 kinds of Satvika Bhavas. Stambha, Sveda, Romanja, Swaradveda, Vepatu, Vaivaranya, Ashru and Pralaya. Pralaya means completely unconscious, right? That's what happened. Gopi Gita. When they really saw Krishna disappear, they became unconscious. Now, in terms of Satvika Bhava, gopis encounter all this to the maximum extent. Other Ratis, from Shanda, Sakya, Shanda, Dasya, Sakya, even Vatsalya, it has a limitation. Vatsalya probably almost pure, but here, this is the maximum extent and radiance is called Sutipta. Remember, there are different kinds. When these different Satvika Bhavas combine, more than one when they come, they really, equivalent to fire, flaming, more intense fire. So here they are talking about Sutipta means radiance, the maximum extent when all these things come together at the same time. But this can happen only for those who have Mahabhavas, which is Radharani. Okay. Then the Sanjari Bhava, which is Vyabhichari Bhava, all the 33 except 2 of them. That means actually 31 of them can. Alasya means laziness. And Ugrata means fierceness. These 2 won't be there for this. Okay, all right. More unique with Madhurya Rasa, as I mentioned. They have something special called Vipralamba and Sambhoga. Because the others also, for example, Vatsalya also, there is also, there may be, but it won't be this intense. That is why it is more unique to Madhurya Rasa. And this Vipralamba and Sambhoga, they are all part of their leelas also, in the sense that is how they really enhance, they or rather they taste. For tasting this Madhurya Rasa, there should be Vipralamba and there should be Sambhoga. Otherwise, no. And also in the Vipralamba, that is a feeling of separation, there are many varieties. Purvaraga, Mana and Pravasa. What is Purvaraga? Purvaraga means mutual feeling of attachment between, in this case, gopis and Krishna prior to the meeting. That is called Purvaraga. Purva means before. So, when Krishna lifted Govardhan, all the gopis were with Krishna. And the gopis received their love. Why? Because they already developed Purvaraga. And this Purvaraga means what? Like Purvaraga means they are not really directly communicating. There is no connection yet. But because they all came and they stayed 7 days and 7 nights under Govardhan, everybody could really see Krishna's eye to eye. But they haven't talked yet. But this is Purvaraga. And also when Krishna danced on the Kaliya, the Purvaraga intensified. So this Purvaraga experienced by gopis is called Kanta. That's why Kanta. Kanta means it's actually attraction. This attachment is not like ordinary attraction. Like the relation that we have. There are no use. Actually, Relations are really totally useless. In fact, it is the opposite. You know why? When somebody is coming to this kind of Krishna Bhakti, first problem will come from relations only. Everybody, all, brother, sisters, this, father, mother, everybody will be against. Okay, so these relations are actually what? It's only bondage, it's only curse. But these relations are sweet because these are the original relations, and this is called kanda, attraction. Kanda means, remember, magnet. Yeah, magnet has no you need to try to pull, but it will always go, and then join. So that is kanda. It's natural. So that is Bhakti Rasa. And but Purva Raga experienced by Krishna. Krishna is also experienced in this Purva Raga. That is actually called Udipana. So for him, that is Udipana. Okay. Then second one is Mana. What is Mana? Jealous anger. This Mana is so famous, especially coming from Srimati Radharani, who is a pinnacle of everything. That is, she is a Swamini in our line of Acharyas, for our line of Acharyas, including our Gurudev. This her Mana is the one which is really playing a big role in terms of Leelas and relishing the sweet pastimes. So Mana means jealous anger. Remember those who really came to the Vrindavan Parikrama? So where we really saw the place of Radharani, and there are so many places there, Mankuti, Mayur Kuti, these and everything, all again Krishna Kunda. Those are the famous places where so many Leelas happened because of the Mana of Srimati Radharani. Actually, for Krishna in Vrindavan, the biggest problem is this Mana. He used to be very careful. Why? Sometimes he could not really handle that by himself. He had to get the help from Vishaka, Lalita, all those other primary gopis to really bring the Mana out of Srimati Radharani. So this is his problem. Everybody has a problem, he also has a problem. Then the third one is Pravasa. This is important. Very important. What is Pravasa? Pravasa means the feeling of intense separation due to living at a distant place. This is the one mainly causing the Vipralamba. Without Vipralamba, there won't be highest form of prema. Mahabhava or Modana or Madana, like that. So now compare with this rasa with Dwaraka. Dwaraka and Braj, you compare. In Dwaraka, all queens stay almost all the time with Krishna only. They have palaces. In the palace only they are all staying. So there is no pravasa there. So there is no pravasa, no leela. Nothing. What is there in Dwaraka? 16,108 queens, nothing. Except sometime once in a while, at least Satyabhama used to really bring something here or there. Because Satyabhama is a trace of Radharani only. Something or other used to be there. Other than that, what is there? Why? There is no pravasa. There is no feeling of separation. So no leela, no rasa. There is no real prema there. In Braj, all the gopis live away from Krishna. Remember, they have their own families, even their own husband, their own, everything is all separate. They live separately. In Vrindavan, when we really went to see the places, remember all the Sakhis, all the places we really went to see all the Ashta Sakhis places also. Unfortunately, we could really cover almost all of them, probably except only one, I think. But they are all for different places. But then they really come. Some or other, they really manage to escape and then come and then meet Radharani and then meet Krishna eventually, like that, together with Radharani. So many obstacles. And Chatila, Kutila, Abhimanyu, how many obstacles are there even there? Even they are separated, even they are not with Krishna. Look at the obstacles. What exactly the lesson that we have to learn from this? We should think. Oh, I am away from Krishna. How can I survive without Krishna? But there are a lot of obstacles. I told. Our relations are actually the biggest obstacle, number one obstacles. Like that Abhimanyu, Jatila, Kutila, look at it, it's the same thing, same example. Biggest problem is our own relatives. They don't want you to really proceed in Krishna consciousness. This is the way Krishna Bhakti has been designed. Krishna Bhakti, if anyone wants, these obstacles will automatically come. Krishna himself is showing that as an example. Krishna has, look at it, how many obstacles he had to come, how many obstacles all the gopis had to really come out. Otherwise, there is no real taste of this love and affection to Krishna. So now, because of this, all these pravasa, all those, this vipralamba, then when they finally somehow meet, that is sambhoga. When the lover and beloved meet, the enjoyment, the experience is called sambhoga. This sambhoga becomes very sweet. So the more of the vipralamba, the more sweet the sambhoga will be. It is like, suppose you are not hungry, you are full, and you haven't given up with the chapati. Chapati, you see that because there is no hunger. So, this chapati is not perfectly round. It looks like this, everything, and then you take everything, little bit and put there. It doesn't have much. So I think the salt is not enough. Maybe something is, maybe you did not really, cook it well or something. We'll come with all kinds of, these kind of things only. Suppose you are so hungry, your intestine is trying to, your big, what is the thing called? The other stomach is trying to grab this one and it's so hungry, what will happen? You will not, because you are separated from food. So now you are seeing something. What kind of taste it will be? Whether it has salt or not, whether it is really properly cooked or not, you eat and eat and eat. So that is why in the Madhurya Rasa, we have to have this vipralamba, otherwise sambhoga has no taste. Same thing as I brought out in the Dwaraka. Look at it, because there is no alambana, there is no vipralamba, there is nothing. They just they enjoy themselves. So they are bereft of tasting this rasa. But however, as I just mentioned, Srimad Bhagavatam is describing this rasa in detail in the hidden way. Even Srimati Radharani's name is not there, because these materialistic people will really go over the extreme and try to really, spoil so many things. So these sentiments are actually not supposed to be contaminated, They are pure, transcendental, chinmaya, completely pure, non-materialistic, beyond reach of mental speculation. But the jivas, how can they understand all these? Only by the mercy of pure Vaishnavas we can understand. After doing strict sadhana under them. Otherwise, these kind of harikathas, totally waste. Lord's eternal associates manifest via Sutta Sattva and actually Visuddha Sattva. Some come may really show a Sutta Sattva, but associates are all Visuddha Sattva. Because you have Sattva, above that is Sutta Sattva, above that is Visuddha Sattva. That's only the associates have. By following their footsteps, we can develop some trace of the Bhava. It is not just, hearing like this, all these lectures I am giving. We may hear here and there again and again and again, but the thing is, unless you have the Sukriti or you have not surrendered to Gurudev, nothing is going to be useful. Everything will go just over that. On the other hand, if you really want to become a proper Vaishnava and develop all the ratis in the footstep of our acharyas, everything will come. Sai Baba will slowly manifest. Then Vibhava, Anubhava, Satvika Bhava, Sanjari Bhava, everything will really come one after another. Our Gurudev is telling this. Very important. These are the words from Gurudev. That the sadhaka should learn from the lives of the gopis, who upon awakening in the morning begin meditating on Krishna only. Even when they are sleeping, they will be dreaming about Krishna only. Other than Krishna, there is nothing else for them. Which means that they begin burning in separation from Krishna all the time. Then they bathe and decorate themselves. For whom? Only for Krishna. So the theme of their conversation is, how can we meet Krishna? How can we serve Krishna? These should be there in our minds, completely immersed, and our whole heart and our chitta should be completely soaked in this kind of bhava. And again, talking about Madhurya Bhava, I am spending more time. These Rupa Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, and Leela Madhuri, and Prema Madhuri are very important. Compared to the other forms of Krishna, the expansions of Krishna, including Lord Narayana or Vishnu or Balaji, whatever that you really talk about, how can it compare? I am going to really give little more information. Look at here. In Gopi Gita, Krishna disappears. Gopis were searching for Krishna. And Krishna tried to hide. But he could not. He was somewhere there and he then heard that gopis were coming near. And what did he do? What did he do? He immediately assumed the four-handed form, Narayana form. And what did the gopi do? This is what I am really bringing here. What did the gopi do? Because Lord Narayana does not have Rupa Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, Leela Madhuri and Prema Madhuri, but he has only 60 qualities. But this four-handed Narayana form means what? Only 60 qualities. No Rupa Madhuri, no Venu Madhuri, no Leela Madhuri, no Prema Madhuri, and gopis did not have any single inclination to look the way that they used to see Krishna. Do you understand now? These are the things normally by reading, you are not going to really get this realization. See the realization. Gopis then ask, oh Lord Narayana, they gopis and oh Lord Narayana is here. Oh, who is actually Krishna? Krishna, he says put his manifested his 400 Narayana form. And they gave obeisance, oh Lord Narayana. Do you know which way Krishna went? Look at here. Then, because he has 4 hands now, each hand was pointing to each direction. So they got lost. No use from. Then they really went and further searching. So understand that. That is why here specifically we read that the Madhurya Bhava is related to these 4 kinds of extra Madhuris, which are Rupa Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, Leela Madhuri and Prema Madhuri. Lord Narayana has only 60 qualities. How can see, another thing is people are thinking that, oh, Lord Narayana only Krishna came. Arey, Lord Narayana has only 60 qualities. How can he add more qualities which he does not have? This is the fundamental question. But everyone else is cheated. This is the problem. So when Nandanandan Krishna became uppercut and assumed the form of Vasudeva Krishna, that was brought by Vasudeva, and when he left to Mathura and Dwaraka, why did he leave the peacock feather, flute, bugle, everything in Braj only? Because when he went to Dwaraka, no, there was no peacock feather, no flute. People may be painting. This is another problem. When they really worship Dwaraka Krishna, they put flute and they put peacock feather. That is abash. We should not do like that. He is Narayana there. So he left because Mathura and Dwaraka Krishna has only conch, gada, chakra like that. They all have weapons to protect them. But Nandanandan Krishna does not want any weapon. Hare Supreme Bhagavan, why do we need weapons? Lord Shiva has Trishul, Durga Devi has so many, this thing. Everybody has weapons. Why Supreme Lord should have a weapon? Nandanandan is the only one who does not need any weapon. Only peacock feather, flute and bugles, etc. Now think, who is the Supreme Lord? So everyone on this earth, they are got confused. Totally confused. Huh? So the entire world has been cheated and made confused by Puranas, which were all mutilated by these self-interested people, saying that Krishna came from Lord Vishnu. Talking about Lord Vishnu, he has only 55 qualities, not even 60. Remember, Lord Shiva 50, and then 55 is Lord Vishnu, then 60 is Narayana. 64 is Krishna. So now, how can, even from Lord Vishnu has only 55 qualities, how can 64 qualities come from there? How can you manufacture something which you have, it's not there. So people in general want to be cheated. So they are cheated. Everybody, look at our, even America, not only America, everywhere. What do you see the prices? How do they say? $2.99. Why the 99? Why don't they really make it 3? Or 1.99? What is a petrol pump? You go to the gasoline station, they say 3, or 2.99, again 99 we divided by 100. What? People want to be cheated, and they are getting cheated. Because they somehow think that, this is not it's not $3, it's not for whatever it is. It is $2.99, the $0.99. What a cheating. This is how the world is getting cheated. The whole world is cheated, that saying that Swayam Bhagavan Krishna really came from Vishnu. All cheated. So in the Hari Bhakti Vilas, very first Vilasa that Sanatana Goswami is writing is, Lord Narayana is the supreme Lord of all the demigods headed by Lord Brahma, etc. But Krishna is the Lord of even Lord Narayana, he says. How many Madhuris? And talking about this Madhuri itself, in Vrindavan, when Lord Krishna and Balaram and Gopas were all actually wandering there, Gopas got hungry. They actually, asked Krishna, we are hungry, what can we do? So he pointed, there are some Brahmins. Look at it, there are some Brahmins doing a yajna. You go and then get some food. But then they refused to really honor the God of Krishna. Because they were looking for Vaikuntha or even, who knows, heaven. That was what they were all doing. So they don't know. They don't have the they do not have the qualification to understand Krishna. But the Yakshinapatis, when Krishna told them to be contacted, the Gopas then there, and they all came running, and then that time he was standing, and just a glimpse from this Srimad Bhagavatam is coming. How he was standing? Shyamam hiranya paridim vanamalya barha dhatu pravala nadavesham anavratam se vinyastahastam itarena dunanamabjam karnotpalalaka kapola mukabjahasam. Shyamam means dark blue in complexion. Hiranya, golden. Paridiyam means his ornament is golden. Golden, dark. He is dark blue, wearing this golden ornament. Vanamalya. With the forest garland, forest flowers, all full of forest flowers. Krishna loves forest flowers. And Barha, he has a peacock feather. Dhatu, colored minerals. Pravala means sprigs of birds. Nata, like a dancer. Nata Vesham means dressed like a dancer. top-notch dancer. Usually, you see the arangetams and, remember they are, the children used to do, right? In the dance arangetam. How carefully they dress. Yes. Krishna is really standing like that, dressed like a dancer, top-class dancer. Of course he is a top-class dancer. Anuvrata. Then what exactly he is doing? Of a friend, Amse, on his friends, Gopa's friends, arm, on the shoulder, he has Vinyas, that means he has put his hand on the shoulder of one of the Gopas and Hasdam. In his hand, other hand, Itarena, that means with the other hand, Dunanam, means he is twirling. Twirling Abjam means a lotus. He is twirling and standing in this Sribanga form. And also not only that, his hair, one of the hair, some little small bunch of hair, they are all coming and then touching the cheek. His cheek. Alaka kapola. And then the ears, he has a lily, small flower. In India, they used to take a flower and then put it on the ear. So he has one there too. Utpala lilies. Alaka kapola means this hair is suddenly extending all the way to his cheeks. And mukha abja. Abja means lotus. Mukha means his face. Upon his lotus face, that is showing so beautiful. And what is his lips look like? Mandahasam. So when they saw, they were about to faint. This is the way Krishna is attracting everybody. He is not Narayana. He is the source of, he is Adi Narayana. He is the source of Narayana. So when he really, just plays the flute, what happens? Even the Yamuna river flows backwards. Yamuna Nadi, when he plays the flute, the river, he flows back. He really goes backwards. But he goes backwards. Anyway, also these 23 that I want to just finish it for today. Some devotees have a mixture of 3 rasas. But not all of them. No. Only 3 rasas, there can be mixture. Dasya, Sakya and Vatsalya. But only one will be predominant. This is the verse number 23, mixture of bhavas. We saw that there are 3 kinds of gopas and they have mixed bhavas even though Sakya was the predominant bhava. Baladev, even though he is Sakya, but he is mixed with Vatsalya because he is elder. Mukara and elder gopis, they are normally Vatsalya, but also they have mix of Sakya bhava. Yudhishthira is originally Vatsalya, but he has a mix of Dasya and Sakya. Bhima, originally Sakya, but he has a mix of Vatsalya also. Arjuna is Sakya, but he has a mix of Dasya bhava also. Nakula and Sakadev, they are all Dasya bhavas, but then they have the mix of Sakyarati. Uddhava, originally Dasya, primary Dasya, but he has a mix of Sakya. Rudra, Gaudiya, Akrura, they are all Dasyas, but they have a mix of Sakya also. Ugrasena, Aniruddha, they are originally Dasya bhavas, but they have a mix of, Ugrasena has a mix of Vatsalya, Aniruddha has a mix of Sakya. So with that, exactly now 1 hour 15 minutes are scheduled, and at the end, we just listen to this 3 minutes.
Padam, Pada Sevaka Bhagyam Dadata Padam, Pada Guru Shiva Guru Deva.